Hi Capricorn, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. I hope you are having a fantastic New Year's. Happy 2020, many blessings on this year ahead. We're going to kick it off with an animal card, and just while I'm shuffling, just know that this is general, and but hopefully there's something in here for you. And my readings aren't date specific, so feel free to have a look back at my previous readings that I've done and check out your moon and rising sign, and you can swap around the characters. So I might be speaking directly to you, Capricorn, or cross-watcher. So just keep that in mind. We have the cosmic egg. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Okay, Capricorn, this is very interesting. You're coming in as the deer and the fire ant. And we have another character that is presenting as the cosmic egg. All right, very interesting. So I'm going to focus on you first. So with this deer, I'm immediately getting extreme attention for care. Like you are wounded or in pain, or there's some kind of emergency where it's kind of like you sent up flares in the air sending SOS messages, and you're just in dire need of help or tender loving care or support or something to that effect. And deer to me is such a magical, gentle, sweet animal, very majestic, very special, very unique, rare, if I didn't say that already, and very motherly, very nurturing, and just very, very soft and gentile and docile, and its eyes are just so beautiful. So you are a really beautiful person, Capricorn, is what I'm trying to say. And you're a very sweet, wonderful person. And yeah, there's something you're needing, requiring, and kind of pulsating out for help, sending an SOS message for help, like emergency help. So that's what I'm getting. I'll say more about it, but I just want to come to this cosmic egg. So the cosmic egg sits at the top of the deck, and this represents just total integration, total harmony, peace, all of that. And snakes, in Christian culture, snakes are not good, but actually more in the Eastern cultures, snakes are a symbol of spiritual divinity and a wonderful sign, and it's all about rebirth and rejuvenation and everything like that. So I am intuitively feeling that this is what you are needing. You are needing harmony. You are needing integration. You are needing everything that the deer is, just absolute peace. So, with this ant energy, it's very chaotic. So, and I'm actually getting bullet wound. So it's like you've been just absolutely shocked to your core, just hit right where it stings. Like right in the center, Yeah, I'm getting that, like, it's like hard for you to breathe, like, because it hurts so much. So I'm not, I mean, for some of you Capricorns, this of course is going to be more emotional. And then for others of you, I'm not so sure if this is more of a physical ailment that you're struggling with, and you are calling for just relief, for harmony, for peace, for integration, for God, for your angels, for just, you're just deeply, deeply yearning and calling out for something that you really strongly desire. You really, really want it. And I want to say that the universe is responding to you, and the best of angels and guides and just energetic entities are just swarming to protect you and to carry you through this process. And yeah, I want to say that whatever this wound is for you Capricorn, is that it came as a shock, deer in headlights. I think it just came as a complete shock to you, and you are in shock when our bodies experience severe physical trauma. We literally go into shock, and it's a way for our bodies to protect us and to, this feels like you either got shot or, I'm talking more on like spiritual or emotional terms, but, something that's equivalent of getting shot or getting, your hand chopped off, or, getting your leg amputated. It's just something that is just so shocking and so you are in shock, and it's almost like this isn't happening, like this is not real, this is just not happening. So yeah, I'm really feeling you, Capricorn. My heart is going out to you. And so in this state of shock, you are asking very strongly for loving energy, for angels, for some kind of miracle, to come. It's like you're just stranded on the side of the road, no one's there, and you're just someone help me, just someone please be on this very deserted road, just come drive by and help me. And I think you're praying for a miracle here. I think you're praying for this cosmic egg. I think you're really deeply spiritually praying for this. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what the fairies have to say. I hope that this video can be, just one of the many ways that the universe is coming in to support you and validate your experience and just show you how loved you are and how supported you are. Okay. And I mean, this could be the shock of your life, of getting fired from a job that you've had for 20 some years, So this is going to be different for all of you. So we have lots of cards here. So we're going to start off with luminous doom. So of course you are in this very heavy, scary place, very painful place, and this is just the universe saying, we see you, we are here with you, and we acknowledge you, and you aren't alone in this, because, you know, I believe pain is a natural human emotion that we all experience, but suffering does not have to happen, and suffering is experiencing pain alone. So that's my definition of suffering. So I'm hoping to ease your suffering by letting you know that you aren't alone in this, and that you are severely and heavily supported and being cradled right now. Okay, where do we want to go next? So we have he of the fiery sword, and so there's two meanings that I'm getting. The first initial very strong message that I was getting from this, that it's time to chop something out of your life, or that this was a chop that maybe you were not expecting, but it's actually a blessing in disguise. Oh, Capricorn, I know, it's so painful. It's so painful, but it's actually a huge blessing, really. Or, I mean, like, I don't know, you know, this could be so many things. It's either something was chopped that you were not expecting, and that's the shock. Or that, for some of you, I'm feeling that someone said or did something that you either deeply love or you deeply trust in some form, that just totally knew your vulnerability and just put I wish I knew the word right now, but it's you know, one of those like metal rods that you use to just kind of poke the fire with and everything, just a completely burning hot metal pole, and just stuck it right in there, right where you're most vulnerable, and this person knew that and did it deliberately. This is what I'm feeling for some. And this is just like, I cannot believe. So this is huge betrayal. And so if that's the case, this card is saying to chop that MF out. Chop them out, because that is the last thing I want to say my Capricorn needs right now. Yeah, that's like the last thing that you need. You are, like I said in the beginning of the video, you are such a sweet person. So, okay, Capricorn. So yeah, obviously you are feeling very raw, very exposed, just in shock, absolute shock. I don't know, I mean, clearly you're in shock. And when the body is physically in shock, like time slows down and you can't get the words out. So this is just what I'm feeling, like you just have no words. You're just like like that. And yeah, you're feeling very raw in the emotional heart center, and which is just completely natural. And I think that there is going to be a come down from this. There's going to be, it's going to come down from this. It's going to, there's going to be some relief that happens just naturally. And also the other thing with here, the fiery sword, is that, you know, with this feather, you know, I think of it like a bow and arrow. It's hitting something. It's hitting the nail on the target. It's piercing the veil. Piercing the veil. Very interesting. So I think you or this situation has pierced some kind of veil for you and has made you see something, actually. I think you're actually beginning to see, oh, this actually isn't as big of a shock as I thought it was. I hate to say it, Capricorn, but were you in denial about this? Of this shock that came to you? Was it really as sudden as you really think it was? Or were you in denial about the signs? Because it's very rare that, especially if this is emotional trauma, that there weren't any signs. So I think now that you're coming down from this, the initial shock of it, is that you're, oh, yeah, there actually were signs that they weren't happy, or that this was going to happen, or I was kind of feeling this, but I didn't really pay much attention to it because I didn't want to. It was too painful. And I think you're actually seeing that this is a blessing in disguise, that this is good. Because whatever this was, I mean, it wasn't healthy, it wasn't good for you. And so whatever is meant to leave us is meant to leave us. And if this is in regards to an actual physical death, a shock of someone leaving this planet, then certainly that what I just said does not apply. No. That my heart completely goes out to you. And for those Capricorns maybe that I'm connecting with who have actually like literally lost someone who has lost their life, everything that you're feeling right now is completely valid. You know, you have to go through that whole grieving process, and it isn't fair and it isn't right, and but you will come out the other side of this. You will. So there's a lot here. So back to piercing the veil. Yeah, I think that you were blind to something that you really didn't want to see because it was too painful. But now that you're looking back, you're like, oh, there were a lot of signs leading up to this. There were, but I just didn't want to see it. Oh, yeah. I'm just sitting here with you in that, because that is very tough to face, and I'm very proud of you for acknowledging that, because it kind of makes it make more sense and not as big of a shock and less cruel, and it's kind of like a growing experience for you to not do that, and to be able to pay attention to your intuition in the future. Even if your intuition is telling you something that you don't really want to face, or you don't really want to hear or acknowledge. So next up we have the Green Woman, and this is all about wild creativity and home and everything, but mostly I feel like she is there's a lot of green here with the deer, with the honesty card. And so the Green Woman, to like right now, to me, is just about the home. Like, just this really hurt your foundation, or maybe even your confidence, or your self-image, or your something that is really close and dear to you. It really hurt there. Where maybe it's something like you let someone in where usually you have a lot of walls, maybe, or something to that degree. And it's like a Trojan horse kind of effect, where whatever this is just completely shook up your foundation of security, of your home, finances, something to that degree. And the message that I'm getting from her is for you to tap back in to your creative power, being able to create something out of nothing, to be able to tap into your resources, and there's just some kind of solution for some of you to this that has to do with your home and tapping into your creative resources to create some kind of solution that is going to bring you this cosmic egg, that is going to bring you the financial stability, that's going to give you the harmony, the integration, the peace, whatever it is that you are really longing for. And it's to get wild, to think outside of the box, to be feisty, to be spunky, to be something to that degree, and to manipulate, like you manipulate clay, manipulate your physical reality to actually like pull this down into the physical, because this is ether. The circle is ether. So it's about bringing this down, using your creative resources that you have. And yeah, like it's just kind of like you're dusting yourself off and just being like, well, all right, let's get down to business. Let's get down to work. What can I do practically, logically, and making it fun. Of course, after you've kind of had this time to grieve and process all of these really huge emotions. And we now have the Raw card, and I think that this came up reversed. And so I think basically what I'm getting off of this card is that there were signs, but it was kind of like under the surface, or maybe it was just under the surface because like you just didn't want to pay attention to it, or that they were just kind of subtle things that, I don't know, that you didn't really pay much attention to. But yeah, I think that there was something that was just, it was just sinking, Capricorn. It was just sinking. It was just sinking, and maybe you wanted to believe that it was all fine and it was going to work out, but really on the other person's side, like the other person isn't even in this reading. So that's interesting, or whatever this is. They're not even in this reading. And so for them, like, it was not working. But I think you really wanted to try to make it work. And you were just avoiding all of the signs, or neglecting the signs. And we have Mikkel and Muckle here. And so this is all about legalities and contracts. So yeah, I think that this is, there was some kind of severing of some kind of contract or agreement or relationship of some kind. And I think he's wanting to also say, you know, pay attention to the details, Capricorn. Look back and look at all the details, because I think that you are just trying to overgeneralize everything and believe that this other person or whatever was like in the same place as you, and they weren't. And they were giving you signs. And so it's actually that you need to look at the details of this to fully understand it. And let's see what else here. We have like 3 more cards. So I'm going to quickly go through these. So there is abundance, and this is the bright mother. It can also be the bright father too. So, you know, this is opulence, cornucopia, abundance, wealth, just exuding absolute divine feminine energy. And the birth of something new, the birth of just creation, you know. So there are new things in the works. There are new things that are beginning to unfold for you, Capricorn. And this is what you deserve. This is what you want. Because the other thing just was not working. And so now, you know, we've got the shock of our life, and now all of this abundance and all of this like kind of healing energy is going to come in and replace that and heal that. And now lastly we have Lace the Moon's daughter and unity. So Lace the Moon's daughter is about illumination in the darkness. So this is just to say that in this dark period, light is coming, and you are being illuminated. You are being enlightened to the answers, to the solutions, and unity and integration. You know, the cosmic egg is on its way, is totally on its way. So yeah, just everything that you want and deserve is on its way to you, basically. And that there is a lot of light being directed at you in this rather dark period, and unity and integration and partnership and wholeness is on the way. So I'm just going to see about any last words, advice for Capricorn. Go to the sea. Enchanting gifts. Gifts are on the way. Go to the sea, you know, go and reflect. Time to get in the flow. Focus on your passions. Go into your emotions. You know, really do that healing work and spend time with yourself and doing that self-reflection, and, you know, just really being in your emotions, and you will receive amazing gifts, because you are very loved. anything else that we have for Capricorn? The tribe. So yeah, you are on your way to your tribe, your family, and everyone that you really resonate with and that you really connect with. And so yeah, this was just perfect timing in a way, because it's 2020 and you're just starting it off with a complete clean slate, and you are headed towards the true, genuine people that are not going to hurt you in this way. Mending. I just think of that Bee Gees song, Do You Know How to Mend a Broken Heart? So yes, your broken heart is being mended. You know, anything that in your life that seems or feels broken is being mended, is being sewn back together, is being healed. So I think I'm going to end it there, Capricorn. I hope that this was of value to you, and I'm sending you so much of my love. Know that you are never ever alone, even in your darkest moments. Never ever. And be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and big kiss. Mwah. Bye.